Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Dr. Pillai has said, the foundation of all religions is love. It is his desire through the Religion of Religions channel to unite the many different branches of all religions by meeting in the spiritual realm, by meeting in the heart. We believe in the supreme divine power taking form in all gods and goddesses from every religion, and we celebrate their existence on planet Earth. The intention is also to give an authentic experience of God, the experience of divine love, where there is no separation from each other. Right now, in this program, we are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based on today, Monday, March 6th, 2023, in my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I'm a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer. And I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There's also a divine light being associated with all of them. In doing the puja, we are inviting the positive blessings of those light beings to flow into us and to flow into our world. To do the puja, I am using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have put the chart in chalk on a little blackboard here on a side table, and I'll be using that for doing the puja. To do the puja, I have some water, a lit tea light, a bell, a raisin, an incense stick, and also a bowl of fresh flower petals that I'll be offering as we're doing various mantras, and I'll place them in appropriate places on the little blackboard chart. To start, I take the water and I sprinkle it on all four sides of the blackboard chart to purify the space for the puja. I sprinkle a few drops of water on top of my own head to purify me, and I send a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, so that whether you're watching it live or later on a replay, we're all purified going into the puja. Next, I invoke Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles and also is a patron of astrology. Om Shring Gam, Om Shring Gam, Om Shring Gam. I ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja and to help us participate in it with a calm mind. I also ask Ganesha to remove obstacles in the lives of all the participants, in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask Ganesha to remove obstacles for all the participants, now and always, and I thank him for his help with this. Now, we do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar arvarku mikave. Asura nulla nulla, ave nulla nulla, atyar arvarku mikave. Asura nulla nulla, ave nulla nulla, atyar arvarku mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we honor the time elements that are active in my local area. We start with honoring the planet that rules the day. Today is Monday, ruled by the moon. I put the flower petals on the moon on the blackboard chart. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. We also honor Rahu, as Dr. Pillai also associates that planet with Monday as well. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in a star called Magha, a star of royalty consciousness that can give blessings for high self-esteem. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Next, we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. The moment in my area, it's the full moon, called Purnima in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Purnima Devye Namaha. Om Purnima Devye Namaha. Om Purnima Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that's ruling the hour, which is Saturn in my local area. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these ones, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Sukhaman, which has energies of being generous. Sukhaman, Sukhaman, Sukhaman. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Vishti, which has energies that are inefficient. Vishti, Vishti, Vishti. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. Dr. Pillai said we would always start this part of the puja looking at whatever sign is the ascendant sign, the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area, shown here with the letters AC for ascendant. This is the sign of Meena, or Pisces. Dr. Pillai said we would start with the planet that rules the ascendant sign as a gesture to its importance at the moment. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. We start with honoring Jupiter, and I put the flower petals on him on the chart. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Then starting in the ascendant, we're going to honor the planets going around the chart in a clockwise direction. Today in Pisces is Neptune, Jupiter, and Venus. I start with honoring Neptune and put the flower petals on him. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhadrapada, a star that can give blessings for enlightenment, charity, and purification. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Purvabhajapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhajapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now, Jupiter and Venus are both in the same star today, so we're going to honor both of them before we invoke the star. We start with Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor Venus for being in Pisces. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Jupiter and Venus are both in a star called Revati, a star that can give blessings for wealth and also for travel. I put the flower petals across Jupiter and Venus. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Revati star is ruled by Pushan, an archetype who can help with taking care of animals and also can help with travelers, anyone who's traveling. I put the flower petals across Venus and Jupiter. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Revati star is ruled by Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury on the blackboard chart. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, the most transcendental and metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help with our intuition and our ability to understand our own inner life, and Jupiter, a planet that helps with everything related to spiritual teachings, and Venus, planet of joy and happiness, planet of enjoyment of material plane comforts and beauty and the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Going in a clockwise direction from the ascendant, the next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Misha or Aries, which today contains Rahu and also Uranus. We start with honoring Rahu, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for speed and for healing. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins who have great healing energies and are sometimes even called the physicians of the gods. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu, I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we honor Uranus for being in Aries. I put the flower petals on him. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Uranus is in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or energy, or power. I put the flower petals on Uranus. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. I put the flower petals on Uranus. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Rahu, a planet that can help us to think outside the box and make friends with new technologies, and Uranus, a planet that can help with success in life, higher intelligence, and also astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi, or sign with the planet in it, is Vrishabha, or Taurus, which today contains Mars. We honor Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Mrigashira, a star that can give blessings for enlightenment and also give us curiosity to be willing to do new things, have new experiences. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mrigashiraye Namaha. Om Mrigashiraye Namaha. Om Mrigashiraye Namaha. Mrigashira star is ruled by Soma, a liquefied form of the moon, in which he's a divine nectar of immortality, the Amrita. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Mrigashira star is ruled by Mars. Again, I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha, or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies and a great love of luxury and comforts, today containing Mars, a planet that likes to be a winner and likes to take practical action to solve problems. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Simha or Leo, which today contains the moon. We honor the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Today the moon is in a star called Magha, a star of royalty consciousness, a star that can give us high self-esteem. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Magaye Namaha. Om Magaye Namaha. Om Magaye Namaha. Magha star is ruled by the Petris, the ancestors who have moved on into higher planes of light. We ask for their blessings. Om Petrisye Namaha. Om Petrisye Namaha. Om Petrisye Namaha. Magha star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Simha or Leo is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Simha or Leo, a sign of power and energies for leadership, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, an archetype who rules the wind and the air element. He's also the father of Hanuman. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign with energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. We honor Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give blessings for long-lasting success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. I put the flowers on Pluto and ask for blessings from all 10 of them. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn and Mercury and the Sun. We start with honoring Saturn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star of prosperity, music, good reputation. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. We ask for blessings from all 8 of them. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Next, we honor the planet that rules Dhanishta star, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury for being in Aquarius. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Mercury is in a star called Satabisha, a star that has energies for healing, is sometimes called 100 physicians. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Satabisha's star is ruled by Varuna, the archetype who rules the rains and the oceans. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satabisha's star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the sun for being in Aquarius. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun is in Purva Bhadrapada star, the star that can help with purification. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Purvabhajapada's star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who helps us experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhajapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha, or Aquarius, the most humanitarian of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet of compassion and patience, Mercury, planet of business, planet of communication, and also planet that helps with our sense of humor, and the Sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and our self-esteem. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a tea light and I hold it above the blackboard chart that has the chart drawn in chalk and also has the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and also a sweet fragrance, and I circle that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Next, I ring a bell, offering the element of sound. Now I take a little raisin, a small fruit, to represent the earth element, and I pass this above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Later, I will eat this as a piece of prasad, or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to pour their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do some short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. I have put into the chat links for information about the yoga and the Karana time elements. As last week, someone was asking about them, and I think it was on a day where I didn't have the time or the way to quickly grab the links for them. And I had promised to try to do that this week. So I put the link there for those of you that want to know more about the yoga time element or about the Karana time element. There's information there at AstroVed that you can read and learn more about those time elements if you're curious. They're smaller units of time, and they are sometimes used when astrologers are trying to pick a good time. They look at several different things: the day, the moon star, they look at the hora, they look at the moon phase, but they also look at the yoga and the Karana to try to get as many favorable elements for timing, important events for people whenever possible. So that's a little bit about them. It's said that even just saying the names of these various time elements, for example, the planet ruling the day, the star the moon is in, the moon phase, the hora, the yoga, the Karana, that those things, just saying their names each day brings blessings, very positive blessings into the lives of people. And I will try to copy out for you some of the specific blessings associated with those time elements. Again, I don't have quick access to that at the moment, but I'll try to post that later in the week, or maybe put it into the show more area below the video. Checking the chat to see if there's any questions that anyone else has for today. You're welcome to put a question in the chat, and I will do my best to try to answer it. And it's okay if there aren't questions. I want to be respectful towards your time. So thank you for being here. Again, we appreciate it when you like the video, and we also appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to say namaste for now. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all.